The other day, my daughter Kelsey said, "Dad, we have an ant problem." It was upstairs in her bathroom, so I went up and looked, and sure enough, there were ants all over the countertop. But the countertops are made of marble. We didn't want to spray ant spray, so we went and got traps. And I'm telling you, they worked like a charm. I want to talk to you about traps in your morning cup of inspiration. I went to the hardware store and the gentleman said, "Man, these are good. These are what a lot of professional exterminators are actually using." It's a plastic tube. You break off this end, you just set it wherever your ant problem is. The ants come in and they drink this liquid. They take this liquid and they take it back to the nest and share it. And pretty soon they're all dead, because this is something that smells good, something that tastes good to them, but the end is destruction. And they were just, there were so many dead ants inside here. They were all in there just having a party, just, having a good time, enjoying what they thought was food. And in the end, it was destruction. And it reminds me of the trap of sin. Satan sets so many traps for us, and he tries to make sin look so good. In fact, we read in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12, in the King James Version, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." And it's funny because that exact verse, almost to the word, is in Proverbs 16:25. Again, just 2 chapters later in the Bible. So it must be very important. God really wanted us to get the message. And it's true. I think of young people who get into drugs just for the pleasure of it, for recreational use, and pretty soon they're hooked. And pretty soon their lives are destroyed and they end up in jail, or they end up broke and addicted. That's the way that Satan works. He likes to make it look so pleasant, so great. But if it's out of God's will, it's not something we want to mess with. And sometimes we learn those hard lessons as we go on in life. But here's what we should do. We should pray as David did in Psalm 16, verse 11. He says, "Thou wilt show me the path of life," not death, not like the ant traps, the path of life. "In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore." Boy, you can go your own way and end up miserable and ruin your life, or you can do it God's way. In walking with God, there are so many pleasures. I want to remind you to check out our podcast, Finish Strong with Fearless Faith. It's going very well. You can get it wherever podcasts are, wherever you get them, or we like to post them right here on our Facebook page and on our website at ffaith.org. So check it out. We're doing all kinds of topics. We have 6 of them now that are posted, and more on the way. God bless you, and I'll see you soon for another morning cup of inspiration.